in the sentence, I'm just using this from the song I've been learning, singing. It's called in an unusual way, from the musical Nine. So the first line, in a very unusual way, I think I'm in love with you. Okay, this is the second verse. But for example, I think I'm in love with you, right? So you can say I think I'm in love with you. You want to emphasize the thought, right? Or you can emphasize me, and the person. I think I'm in love with you. Or you can emphasize love. I think I'm in love with you. Or you can emphasize whom you're in love with, right? So you can say, I think I'm in love with you, right? Or even you can say, I think I'm in love with you, right? So that's different emphasis that you can do on the phrase, depending on which idea, right? Which thought that you want to emphasize more on. And it means very different meaning, right? So it's the same for like a musical phrase. For example, I'm just randomly choosing this song, Chopin's Mazurka Opus 17, number 2. First phrase. The first phrase, opening phrase of this Mazurka. So, okay, I'm just playing the right hand, the melody. So there's two accents on the D and then the C. So we can emphasize any note depending on the context, of course, and how you interpret it. So for example, I want to emphasize the opening, so I can do. Or I want to emphasize downbeat. Or I want to emphasize the leap. Or I want to emphasize the top note after the leap. So why are there two accents on the downbeat on the second and the fourth bar? And then, so because this is an A minor chord, so this is a 4/3 suspension resolution, well basically a dissonant, and a resolve, right? 4/3. And then, the next one, same thing on the G major chord, another 4/3 suspension resolution, the dissonant and the resolve. So that's why Chopin want to stress that dissonant, right, and the resolve. So you can do any one of those that I tried, right? Emphasize on the beginning, the downbeat, or the suspension or the leap, depending on your interpretation and the context, right? Because in the Mazurka, for example, the melody comes back, right? It's always repeated and with some variation. So maybe you can do different things on the second repetition, because, or you can do the same thing. I want to emphasize the same thing, or you want to emphasize different thing. You want to take some time. Sometimes it's not about louder. It can be like more time on that chord. Right? I can do. Right? So you can hold on to the chord longer. Or even. You want to like hold on to the lip, to the rest, and then down. In the next phrase, there's an accent on the first. So maybe you want to emphasize that. So maybe the first time you don't want to emphasize the B now. right? Because if we are emphasizing it on the second time. So that's what we need to do, right? So it's not just about the horizontal line, of course. We have to look at things more vertically. A lot of times, students just read the melody, but without the harmony, the melody is nothing, right? I mean, you can play something else. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but so you have to read everything, right? The horizontal, the vertical. It's a lot of contradiction in music, right? You have to focus on what you're playing now, but you have to think about, okay, what's next? And you cannot forget about what happened in the past, right? That's where it brings us to now. Yeah. So, but you have to focus on now, like what you're playing here, and this minute, this chord, this moment, this bar, because once you lose the focus on this bar, if you worry about what's going next, you worry about, oh, I played the wrong note in the last bar, you're done here. Because people are listening now, people are focusing on now, and you, but the audience is focusing on what's happening now, and you should be. So this week, explore. Try emphasizing different notes, take a different timing in the same phrase, because you never know until you try. There are different possibilities to what we think is beautiful. There's no one single answer. There's no one correct answer in playing. So have fun, and until next time.